Welcome back, Roos fans, as the best of three championship series today. This is game number 2, as game 1 was taken by the Mississippi Rippers in a very tight ball game, 3-2. So this is going to be the first pitch of game 2. Rippers are going to be the visiting team today, and the Roos are going to be the home team as we switched from game 1. First pitch is in there for a strike. Number 1 leading off for the Rippers has been a terror on the bases today. We needed to keep him off the bases as much as possible. Starting game 2 on the mound for the Roos is Breeze Brush. We got Brady Marshall behind the plate. Nate Roldan at first base. Danilo at second base. Bunt attempt popped up in the air and falls foul. So another strike. Finishing around the horn on the defense. Dylan Knights at third shortstop. Ethan Futch at third base. Landon's in left field. Ricky's in center field. And Austin Meisner's in right. So that's the Roos defense. 1 ball and 2 strike on the batter as number 1 steps back in. These are the Davis brothers. Curveball, hit up the middle and sneaks through. He's a tough little out, folks. So the leadoff guy is on. We're going to call him Little Davis, followed by the number 2 hitter, which is probably Big Brother. We're going to call him Big Davis. So look for him to be off and running. The Rippers have been very aggressive on the bases, first 2 games that we've played them. I see that not changing in game 3. First pitch, and there he goes. He's off. And slides in safely. He's a tough little out. He's fast, he's quick. He's got good baseball instincts. And he's standing on second base. Two-hitter up, looking to try to advance the runner. He pops the ball out of play, foul. So an early strike 1 on the 2-hitter. Still got to keep an eye on that guy at second base. He will steal third on us if we give him too much. Time called by the batter. Steps back in, and we are back in play. High fastball, lifted to shallow center field, clean base hit. Ricky Stegbauer up with it, has a little bobble. So that's going to allow both runners to extend an extra 70 feet. And the Rippers take a 1-0 lead. Very fast, very athletic at the top of the order. They put a lot of pressure on the defense. So you have to field the ball clean. You have to make good throws. Just a very solid baseball team. Big 3 hitters up to bat now. Number 2, Bazot. He really hasn't hurt us the first 2 games. It's been the first 2 leadoff guys that have done all the damage. Strike on the outside corner.
Come on, Rizzo.
Ball down and away. That'll even the count of 1-1. Still nobody out. We got a really fast runner at second base. So just a step off there to check the runner, let them know that, hey, we're thinking about you. We know you're out there. Foul ball down the right field line. So that's going to get out of play for a strike. Curveball stays high. It's going to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Foul ball, straight back. So we will do it again. No outs. 2-2 count. Runner at second base. Curveball hit the right field. This one may stay fair. No, it drops foul. So the catch is made for an out, but it was in foul ball territory. The runner tags from second and comes to third base. And the batter did his job. He got the runner from second to third. So 1 down. It's going to bring the 4th hitter up, number 9, Yoder. Got a runner at third base with less than 2 outs, and the Rippers have a 1-0 lead. Hard ground ball, foul. So we'll take that for strike 1.
All right, defense, get ready.
This is the 3rd game we've played them. They're a very good contact team. Not a whole lot of strikeouts. They move the baseball well, which means they put the ball in play. Swing and a miss there. So no balls, 2 strikes, way ahead on the batter.
Go.
As my young commentator would say, Easton, he was golfing on that swing. Curveball again, almost the identical pitch. He takes that this time for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is a big out. If we can get him out without allowing that run to score, that would be huge. Strike 3 looking. So curveball drops in there for strike 3. So that's 2 outs of the inning. So we're almost out of the inning. We're 2/3 of the way there. Still got a runner at third base, and he is very fast. So we need to keep the ball in front of us. Fastball in the outside corner, called a strike. So good start, getting that first strike, painting that outside corner.
Good job, Reese. Let's keep going, 8.
High fastball stays outside. So 1-1 on the count.
Reese, come on, baby.
So 2 down, 1 run in. Roos looking to get out of this first inning with just only 1 run given up. High fastball, that's a ball.
All right, come on, Reese.
So the 4 hitter steps in for the Rippers. Number 12, Latham. Another high fastball. So 3 balls and 1 strike.
Come on, come on. Got it.
Come on, Reese. You got this, baby. Come on.
And ball 4 is low. So 12 is going to jog down to first base on the base on balls. It's going to bring the pitcher from the first game up, number 10. First and third situation here for the defense. Look for the Rippers to steal. They've been running all day. It's kind of their team concept. And off he goes, first pitch. No throw to second. And the Rippers have runners at second and third now. Ball in the dirt, gets by the catcher, ricochets off the wood, and the runner scores from third base. So the Rippers add another one on here in the first inning and take an early 2-0 lead. The runner at second advances to third.
Come on, come on.
So the Roos are going to have to dig themselves out of another hole playing from behind. There's a nice pitch. Strike on the outside corner.
Vamos, que no pase nada, vamos.
2 outs, looking to get out of the inning here. Fastball high.
Mauricio.
Fastball on the outside corner. Strike 3. So that'll end the first inning as the Rippers plate 2 runs and leave a runner at third base and take an early 2-0 lead.
Yo, you got Jack? Yoder, you get him? Hey, right here. Reach it out, reach it out. Help him, yo. Hey, let's get this. Push, yo. Gotta make that play.
Bottom of the first inning. Number 8, Reese Brush steps to the plate, leading off for the Roos. All right, Roos looking to get started here in game 2. Fastball taken down for a ball. Number 13 on the mound for the Ripper, right-hander. And line drive just gets over the shortstop's head. As hopefully we can pick it up here in game 2. Leadoff guy on at first base. It's going to bring the bat number 62, Brady Marshall. What is the holdup? All right, I don't know what the holdup there was, but we're back for live action. First pitch is taken high for ball. So a little hit and run action there as Reese was stealing on the pitch. And we get a foul ball out of play here to the left side. So we will reset. So 1-1 count.
Let's go, Brady.
So Bach is called on the mound. So Reese is going to jog down to second base on the Bach. That is a dead ball, no pitch. Umpire receives a couple brand new pearls. For those of you who don't know what pearls are, that's a little slang term for some brand new baseballs. They're shiny and white like pearls. So I don't know what happened. They put the runner back to first base. I don't know why. No explanation. A brief conversation with Coach Stegbauer, and he walked away. The only thing I can think of is every time the ball goes out of play on a foul ball, the umpire has to put the ball back in play by going, play ball, and pointing to the pitcher. And if he did not put the ball in play and the pitcher balks, then you have nothing because the ball wasn't in play yet. Outside of that, I don't know what happened. Not much of a set there.
No. He's out the way. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Nothing going on Roos Ray today as the ball to steal a John McEnroe tennis analogy. Chalk flew everywhere. You've got to be kidding me. How is that? That's all I got in the McEnroe. I could go a little further, but this is a rated G broadcast. So, Reese steals second on the curveball, so he... He just called it out. Oh, the block? Yeah, I'll tell you
Those commercials, I think.
But yeah, he did reverse it. All right, so Reese is at second base.
Sorry, I forgot what I was doing.
Ball in the dirt. And take us to a 3-ball, 2-strike count.
This is an insult to this tournament. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, we're spending all this money to get this crap.
Ball high, so we'll take ball 4. So that's going to put the first 2 runners on for the Roos. So runners at first and second is going to bring Dylan Knight to the plate, number 3. Ball scoots underneath the catcher's glove, so both runners are going to advance. So nobody out. Runners at second and third. Roos got a chance to put a run or 2 on the board and answer right back from the first inning. Curveball across the ankles. It's called for a strike. High chopper over to third baseman as it clips off his glove. Roos are going to send both runners to the plate, and they are in safely. So single scores 2 RBIs, and the Roos answer right back, tied the game 2-2. Still nobody out. We got a runner at first base. Number 24, Danilo to the plate for ball 1.
Easton, can you clock him? Just use this. It don't matter. Just pick one.
Hard hit ball to center field and right at him. So our Achilles heel is number 1 for the Rippers, who's been playing extremely deep on these 300-foot fields. We just can't seem to get anything over his head. So 1 out. He's going to bring to the plate number 2, Ethan Futch. Look for Dylan to steal second here in a pitch or 2. First pitch is on the outside for a strike.
Apo Taco.
Curveball stays high for a ball. So it's going to even the count at 1-1. Get on top. Good job. Attaboy, leave it up.
Let's go.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball in the dirt. Dylan's going to steal second base, so he's going to be in scoring position now. 3 balls, 1 strike. Hey, make him pitch. Pick a pitch. Make him. Throw the strike. 3-1. Don't chase. So good discipline there as Ethan takes ball 4. And we're just going to move the train along the tracks. Add another base runner. And number 21, Mateo, is going to step to the plate. So the Roos got runners at first and second. We got 2 runs in, tied the game. And we have 1 out. Big swing and a miss right there for strike one. Ground ball deflected by the pitcher, a little squiver. Second baseman comes in, barehands it, and makes a play to first base. So the runners do advance to second and third, but at the cost of that is an out. So we now have 2 outs in the inning. Runners at second and third. Tie game 2-2. And Nate Roldan, number 42, steps to the plate. First pitch swinging, pops it straight up foul. It's going to get out of play. So strike one. Hey, big 2-out hit here, 4-2.
2-out rally, let's go.
Just a bit high as the pitch was non-competitive. Roos looking for that hit to take the lead. Another pitch up. So pitcher having a hard time finding the strike zone. Roos need to be disciplined here and hit the good ones and take the bad ones. Ball in the dirt, so doing a good job at the plate here, making the pitcher work. He's going to run that count to 3 balls and 1 strike.
Pendiente ahí.
After a brief conference between pitcher and catcher. 3 balls and 1 strike. Foul ball, straight back. So that's going to run the count to full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. 2 runners on. 2 runs in the inning. And a 2-2 game. I notice patterns. I'm a math guy. I like patterns. Ball 4, low and away. So the Roos doing a much better job being disciplined at the plate, not chasing bad pitches. We got a ton of pitchers on this guy in the first inning. 2 runs in. We got bases loaded. A hit right here would give us 1, probably 2 runs. First pitch taken for a strike.
We scored?
Yeah, it's 2-2.
Every time I go away, we score.
Oh, go away. Reese got on.
I saw Reese get on.
Brady got a walk.
Good eye.
Pass ball. They went second and third. Dylan hit a single high chopper off the third baseman's glove. 2 runs scored. And now we got bases loaded. 2-2.
All right, JP. Come on, JP. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Ball from an adjacent field. So
Come on, JP.
we get rid of that. Get ready to go. JP steps to the plate. JP pitched a great first game in game 1.
Come on, baby, deep low. Let's go, go, go. Come on, JP.
Pitch is fouled straight back.
That's good. We're still there. Come on, baby.
Very good ball game. Both sides in game one. Pretty clean. Not a lot of errors. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Get ready, runners.
Type of game you want to see in a championship.
All right, JP. Come on, JP.
Roos just came up a little bit short.
Come on, Roo. Let's go. Let's go, Roo. Good
Ball high.
eye.
Pitcher definitely struggling now, trying to find a strike zone. It's going to run the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Let's go. Come on, Roos. Let's go, Roos. I want to see some running.
Pass ball gets by the catcher. Nobody advances. So that's going to make the count go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
JP, you're doing good.
With bases loaded and 2 outs and a full count, the runners will be off with the pitch.
All right, JP.
So a base hit
you
should
want this,
definitely
buddy.
score
You
2.
want it. Come on, JP. Let's go, Roos. Let's go, go, go.
Ball 4. So that's going to walk in a run. It's going to give the Roos the lead, 3-2.
All right, Landon. You hit a homer, you get a homer.
So the train continues as we move it along the
You
tracks.
get a grand slam, you get a
Next guy up, stepping to the plate, is Landon Serrano, number 99.
Landon, let's go, Landon. Come on, Landon. Let's go, Roos.
First pitch is a strike on the outside corner.
All right, Roos. Landon, you got come on, 99s. Let's go. Let's go, 99. Come on, get ready. All right, runners, get ready.
Identical pitch for strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes.
Just go for it. Come on. Let's play that ball game. Let's go, Lilo. Let's hit. Come on. You got to swing. Let's go, go, go.
Pitch is hit high down the right field line. In foul territory, the catch is made.
All right, boys.
So the Roos load the bases, and we do plate 3 runs and take the lead. And after 1 complete inning, game 2 of the championship series, the Roos 3, the Rippers 2. So, top of the second inning, the Rippers send number 99 to the plate, Shelley. First pitch swinging, he hits a line drive base hit to left field. So on a hop, it's fielded by the left fielder and thrown back in, and the Rippers have the first guy on.
You didn't offer me any.
You had yourself a burger, and I'm not even sure if you got your daughter something.
I didn't eat a burger. She got fries. I got nothing. Ethan got a BLT.
You had fries.
Number 5 steps in. Tooney. First pitch, foul ball, straight back.
Foul ball. I saw him eat fries.
You know, this whole women stick together thing, you know, it's not going to work.
It does hurt.
Bunt attempt. Taken for a called strike. So this is probably one of the few guys on the Rippers that probably will not try to steal. He's one of the bigger kids, so they're going to try and bunt him to second base. He's their ace pitcher on the mound. But he is not one of their base stealers. Ball's chopped to shortstop. Tough play in the hole. And he's safe at first base as the throw pulls him off the bag. So the Rippers hit it again in a spot that's not an easy play, but nice backhand in the hole by Dylan. Throw to first base, and he is safe. There's a little discussion here about the base running. It looks like the umpires called one of the runners out. They're talking about it now, and what I believe is going on is there's a little line to the right of the foul line running up the first base line. So you have to be back inside the running lane by the time you get halfway down the first base line. If he's outside the running lane, the umpire can call him out. It is a judgment call. You see it a lot in the big leagues, and it's never called. But in the lower levels of baseball down here, it's a point of emphasis for safety. You have to allow room for the first baseman to catch the ball. So the runner has to stay in the running lane. That's the only thing I can think of. So there's been a lot of controversy today in both games on balls and strikes and on a couple bang-bang plays during the game. So it looks like this one's going to stand. The runner is called out at first base for being in the running lane, being outside the running lane. And the Roos catch a break.
You gotta want it. Nice.
Back to live action.
Woo!
First pitch to number 15's in there for a strike.
Get it, Reese. Looking good, looking good.
So runner does advance to second base.
Looking good, Reese. Woo!
Nice pitch on the corner there, called strike 2.
All right, Reese.
Another hard ground ball to shortstop over the first base. And that's the second out of the inning. So the runner advances from second to third. And we take the out at first base. 2 down now. No runs and a runner at third base. Number 34 for the Rippers steps to the plate. Bray.
Make a play.
Little dribbler hit up first base time. Reese comes over and makes the play to first base, and we are out of the inning. So the Rippers get a leadoff single and are unable to score them. And at the end of 1 1/2 innings, Roos 3, Rippers 2. So bottom of the second inning, Roos coming up for their second at bat in game 2 here. We have a 3-2 lead. Things have calmed down a little bit as the inning has shifted to the bottom half. Leading off for the Roos, number 35, Ricky Stegbauer.
Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
First pitch is taken, ball.
All right, Ricky. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky. Down.
Line drive to center field, and there's that guy again, number 1, Davis, making a great diving catch in center field. So we can't hit it over his head, and apparently we can't hit it in front of him either. That was just a great baseball play. So 1 out. It's going to bring the plate number 84, Connor Bly. Fastball in for ball 1.
All right, Connor. You see that hit? Come on, big country.
Ball 2, down and away.
All right, BC.
Connor's in the driver's seat here.
At least this guy's close behind the plate.
Are better.
Would have called this. No.
That's going to stay high for ball 3, 3-0. So the Roos jumping back on that discipline wagon here as we are taking pitches and making that pitcher work. We've had plenty of base runners. We need a couple big hits. Ball 4. So there we go. Connor reaches first base. And it's going to bring number 22, Austin Meisner.
Come on. right, baby, come on.
So Connor Steele's second base. He's got a runner in scoring position now. Roos looking to add to their one-run lead.
All right. I want to see a uniform get dirty. So your dad washes it.
Pitch called for a strike on the outside corner.
All right, then, come on, baby. Go, go, go. Come on, Austin. Let's go hit that ball. Want to see that ball hit hard. Come on. Hit it out there straight. Let's go, go, go. Come on, Roos. Let's go, Austin. Hit that ball. Hit that ball. Hit that ball.
Hard ground ball to shortstop.
Yeah.
Little bobble, and everybody's going to be saved. So finally, a little crack in the armor of the Rippers. They've played two pretty clean games against us. Finally, they're starting to make some mistakes. That was an error by the shortstop. And that's going to put runners at first and third, and one out. Step on the plate, it's number 8, Reese Brush.
Let's go.
Look for Austin to be off with the pitch here at first
Come on,
base.
baby, let's hit that ball. Let's hit that ball.
We don't call him Dash for nothing.
Let's go,
Zoop,
go,
there you go.
go.
All right, so he steals second base. He got a strike on the pitch. So everybody does their job.
All right, boys.
All right, so we've been here before. Runners at second and third. We are looking for a clutch hit.
Sweet nugget. Come on, Reese. Let's go, go, go.
Called strike on the outside corner.
All right, Reese, you got this, buddy. Stay in it. Stay in it.
Make contact.
Stay in it to win it. Come on.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Go, go, go.
Pitch is popped up, and it's going to get out foul. So new life. No balls and 2 strikes.
All right, Reese, you're still alive. Come on, baby.
Roos looking for that big hit.
Let's go.
We've been getting 1 run at a
Hit that
time.
ball, hit that
Nickel and
ball.
dime, nickel and dime. Time to cash in.
Come on.
Ball on the field, so we'll wait while they clear that off.
Come on, Reese, let's go. Let's see that ball
And
hit.
we're back.
Let's see that ball hit. Connor brought in.
Big spot early in the game here. Another pitch has popped up, and it's going to get foul too. So Reese spoiling pitches, hanging tight. We have a quad complex here as 4 fields
All right,
are
Reese, come on, you're
centered
still
together,
alive.
so there's a lot of foul balls from adjacent
Get
fields
it,
that
get it. You got it in you.
pop on the
Come
fields from
baby.
time to time.
Hit that ball, hit that ball. Hit that ball. Come on, Reese, let's hit it.
There's a chop and ground ball. It's going to get the job done. So 1 run's going to score. Hey, it's not the prettiest thing, but it's an RBI in the book, and it adds a run to the scoreboard.
Good job, Reese. Did a job.
So RBI ground out for Reese is going to extend the lead from 4-2 for the Roos. Austin advances to third base. And number 62, Brady Brush.
Let's hit that ball, hit that ball.
Brady Marshall steps in.
Come on, Austin. What? Where are you from? West Virginia.
Ball high.
Come on.
So the Roos got the Rippers on the ropes a little bit,
Where's that ball? Hit that ball. Hit
as
that ball.
we've played at 4 early runs and are working with a lead, 4-2.
All right. Come on, Brady. Bring Austin in.
Here's another ball onto the field.
All right, Brady, come on, fun dip. Let's hit it. Straight, low, and hard. Straight, low, and hard. Come on, buddy.
Fly ball to center field is right at him. There he is, Mr. Number 1. So in the 2 games today, I bet you we've hit 5 or 6 fly balls out there. Well, some of them hit pretty good, and he's run them down.
Defense.
But we do have a lead this time at the end of 2 innings. The Roos 4 and the Rippers 2.
And this game just might end in the 30. Is the last
Leading off for the Rippers is number 13. He takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Number 13, Megan, steps in. Curveball is chopped. He's going to call it foul ball
All right, Reese Poo, come on.
as the ball hit the batter's front leg and trickled into the playing field. So strike on that.
All right, Reese, you got this, buddy. Nice.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. So good morning, good afternoon, and good night. 1 down. It's going to take us back to the top of the order.
Doing good, doing good.
Little Mr. Number 1, trouble. I mean that in a positive way. He's a very good ball player. Steps to the plate.
All right, Reese, come on, Reese, you got this. Hit that strike. Nice job.
Swing and a miss on a curveball, so had him fooled on the pitch.
Come on, Ocho. Looking good, looking good.
That curveball is going to drop in for a called strike. So no balls and 2 strikes.
Doing great, Brush. Doing great.
Nice.
Fastball outside. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That was in.
Just like 6 feet.
Come on, Reese, you got this, baby.
Ground ball hit up the middle, and it gets through. Man, he's a tough out. So number 1 stays hot as he singles up the middle for a single. And Big Brother is going to stride to the plate. Number 33, Davis. So very fast runner at first base. He probably will try to steal. And bluffs. So pitch out. He's going to stay there. So ball one.
Way to be, Brady. All right, Reese, come on. You're doing good. Come on, let's throw that strike, Reese. Let's throw that strike. Come on.
Just a matter of time, folks, before he takes off. As the cat and mouse game continues. We throw over, he dives back.
All right, Reese, come on, baby. Let's go, go, go. Let's throw that strike.
Good hold right here. So that's one of the techniques you can do as a pitcher to try to disrupt the base running. You know, baseball is a very rhythm sport. So you're going to hold it for 4 or 5 seconds, make somebody call a timeout. This looks like about a 2.5 and then pick off. Umpire says he's acting safe. So this would be a good quick pitch right here if you could come set 1,001 and get rid of it. Throw over again. So everybody in the ballpark knows that he is going to steal. It's just a matter of when is he going to go. And he's off, folks. There he goes. And slides in safe. So another stolen base for number 1, as he is clearly a base demon. It's one thing to be able to steal a base, but it's a whole nother thing to be able to steal a base when every single person in the ballpark knows you're going, and you can still go and steal it whenever you want.
Let's go, get ready.
Ooh, half swing there.
Does that count as a strike?
I don't know. I would have check on that swing because it looked like he offered it the ball.
To me, like he was buttoned.
There's the appeal, and we do get a strike from the umpire in the field. So 2 balls and 1 strike.
All right, Reese, you got this. Nice.
Another swing and a miss at a high fastball. So 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Come on, buddy. Let's go, Ocho. Come on. Let's throw that strike. Come on, Reese. Come on, Reese.
Another base hit up the middle. Throw's going to come into the cutoff, and everybody's going to hold. So single by number 1, single by number 33, and the Rippers have runners at first and third. Probably their 2 fastest guys. So just like number 1, number 33 is going to steal. It's just a matter of when he's going to go. That is a very tough duo up there at the top of the order to deal with. Three hitter steps in, number 2, Bizot.
All right, Reese. Come on, baby. Let's throw that strike.
And there he goes. And we're going to let him go. So he's going to steal second. And runners are now at second and third. No ball, 2 strikes, as we do get a strike on the pitch.
All right, Reese.
So Roos in a bit of a defensive jam here.
Come on, Reese.
So we're looking to protect that 4-2 lead we have. There's a strike.
Nice job, buddy. Doing good, Ocho. Way to get ahead, Reese. All right, Reese. Let's go, Reese Cup.
Curveball called ball.
All right, come on, Reese.
So
Go, go, go,
big
sweetheart.
spot in the game here as the Rippers are looking to have 2 runners in scoring position.
Throw that strike.
Curveball down. Two balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes. I have just 1 out on game changer.
And swing and a miss.
Nice.
So the high fastball gets him.
Now there's 2.
That's a big out right there, as any type of ball in play would have probably scored a run with the 2 runners that are on base for being very fast. Number 9, Yoder steps to the plate for the Rippers. So not completely out of trouble yet. We have 2 down. Ground ball and fielded by the third baseman. Over to first, and we are out of the inning. So the Rippers put their 2 fastest guys on, but they are unable to score this time. The defense for the Roos holds, and we take a 4-2 lead.
Way to scoop, Nate. Number 2.
Bottom of the 3rd inning.
Dylan, you got this.
Dylan Knight, number 3, steps in for the Roos.
Come on, baby.
So 4-2 game here. First pitch is up for a ball. Dylan's one of our fast guys. We need to get him on base and create some chaos ourselves.
Yep. There's a couple of them.
Off the end of the bat, a little floating line drive, right back at the pitcher.
All right.
So good instincts as the pitcher sticks his glove up and says, I got that. And there's one down in the inning.
All right, ducky, ducky.
Next batter is number 24, Danilo.
Low and hard. Come on, baby. Ducky, ducky. All right,
Another ball.
Danny.
Come on, power V's. Do something, power V's.
Power the V. Power the V. Did you bite it?
Ball and dirt. So the Rippers pitcher is struggling to throw strikes here in game 2. Puts the coach for the Rippers in a quandary.
And then give.
You do have to win 2 games to win the championship, so you really don't want to save any arms for game 3. Or maybe you do want to save an arm for game 3.
All right, Danny. Come on, Danny. You got this. Hit it hard.
That's called for a strike. So good take right there.
All right. Come on, Danny. Come on, baby. This is you. I want him to play another game, but I don't want to see him.
That's the one you got to lay off of right there.
When's the next game?
So foul ball straight back. It's 2 strikes.
Come on, Danny. Come on, Danny. Let's go. Come on. 2-4. You got this. Come on, 2-4. Let's hit that ball. Hit that ball real hard.
Breaking ball hit deep to left field. And he makes the catch. So the Rippers have done a good job in the outfield, as a lot of our deep balls that would be over outfielders' heads or on a shorter field would be home runs. They're just running them down for outs. So 2 up, 2 down. It's going to bring number 2 to the plate, Ethan Futch.
Let's go, Futchy Pants. Come on, Ethan.
First pitch taken for a strike.
All right, Ethan. You got that ball. Hit that ball hard. Come on, Ethan. Let's go. Let's hit that ball.
Pitch down and away. It's going to even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike.
All right. One good, Ethan. Base hit. Let's get a base hit.
2 outs, nobody on. Curveball swing and a miss.
All right, Ethan. This is you. Come on.
Right field.
This is you. This is you. Ethan, you got this.
So
Come on,
2
baby.
strikes.
You and that ball. Just you and that ball. Come on, Ethan. Hit that ball. You got it.
Ball's going to be out away. 2-2. Curveball in the dirt for foul ball. So staying alive as he just gets a piece of it.
All right, Ethan. Hit that ball. Hit that ball. Come on, E.
Guys, it's these matchups.
So going to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
All you got to do is ask. You can't see everything back there. That's why he's standing down there. He's got an angle.
All right, Roos, let's go! Come on! Let's go, Roos! All right, boys, come on!
What it is with umpires, I think. So it's going to be a 1-1. A little controversy, I'm sure you can see from the video at home. So called strike 3 on the batter without an actual swing.
Hey, what do you say, T? Right here, baby.
He's going to...
61. Good, T. Good,
Aye.
T.
3 balls, 2 strikes on the leadoff batter.
Good, AB. Good, AB right there, son.
Ball in the dirt.
Win.
So the game's kind of slowed down a little bit in between pitches.
Ball 4.
As
Ball 4.
here we go with the umpire not knowing what he's doing again.
T, good, AB.
I guess that's ball 4 because he don't know either.
Hey, good job right here, Mama Mike.
So the leadoff guy for the Rippers walks in a 4-2 game. Number 10 steps to the plate. Foul ball, swing and a miss. So the runner was stealing on the pitch, and the foul ball is going to send him back. The Rippers have been relentless on the base pass. They've been running at all costs. Throw over to first base. Fastball high. Not sure what the count is because the umpire is in his own zone. I believe it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Foul ball into the glove, so strike 2. And swing and a miss. So, nice strikeout there by Reese, first out of the inning. It's going to bring to the plate big number 99, Shelley. He swung at the first pitch last time up, hit a line drive, single to left field. Curveball drops in there for strike 1. Fastball high, goes all the way to the backstop, so the runner is going to advance to second base on the wild pitch. So the Rippers have a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Curveball drops in for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fastball down for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fastball away. It's going to run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So the tying run is at the plate. We want to keep him off the bases. And fastball, swing and a miss. So back-to-back strikeouts for Reese. Still have a runner at second base, but 2 down now in the inning. And number 5, Tooney steps to the plate. Little dribbler up the first base line. The ball was foul as I'm sitting right on the line, and he points fair. I'm not going to argue it because it went our way, but that's the kind of day we're having, folks. Ends the inning, 4-2.
the head coach.
On right or left?
I don't on this team over here. Okay. I don't want to toss it. I've warned him and warned him. Okay?
We'll just restrict him to the dugout then.
Okay. I will restrict him to the dugout. Next time he says something, I don't want to toss him. Just to let you know. I don't want to be tossing to him.
I got you, because they need to be in the game.
Absolutely.
All right, bottom of the inning here. Mateo leads off for the Roos. Number 21.
Let's go, Mateo!
Ball one in the dirt.
Are you good, Jackson? Let's go, kid.
It's about time. He's going to talk to somebody.
Got this, buddy.
Ball high, so pitcher struggling to find a strike zone. 2 balls and no strikes.
Jack, find it right here, babe. Rippers, you gotta be ready. Right here, Jack. Do it again. Nice pitch. Hey, Will, you ready, babe?
So Mateo singles to short center field, and the Roos have their first runner on. Number 42, Nate Roldan steps in. Ball in the dirt. So a little chess match here about
Jackson, long reach.
is he going to bunt? Is he going to steal?
Long reach.
So stealing on the pitch, we pull the ball foul.
Hey, good pitch.
So hit and run action right there. It's going to reset. Mateo's going to go back to first base. Roos looking to advance the runner. Bunt down to the left field line is going to trickle foul. So we go hit and run on one pitch, and on the next pitch we go sacrifice bunt. So Coach Stegbauer pulling out all the tricks.
2 strikes, bud.
Anything we can do to get that runner in scoring position.
Jackson, you gotta help him.
There's a hard ground ball, chopper to shortstop. He goes the short way, and the ball pops out of the glove for an error by the second baseman. So something good goes our way. I'm surprised they didn't say he was pulling it out on the transfer, although it clearly popped out. It's just been that type of game. Whatever the right call is, it's going to be the other way.
Hey, be ready, Shelly.
Either way, the runners are first and second with nobody out. JP steps to the plate. I would anticipate a bunt here. A lot of defensive strategy going on here for the delay as the Rippers set their defense and put their defensive call on. Third baseman is in really tight, anticipating for a bunt. Shortstop's cheating towards third base, so creating a little bit of a hole up the middle. So on the steal, the Roos are thrown out at third base for the first out of the inning.
Jack, there's a strike. Let's go. 2 more, honey. Hey, get the bag. Here we go, Jack.
Inning. Runner at first base. And foul ball is lifted out of play as he was stealing on the pitch.
Right here, bud, right here.
So the Roos still have the lead 4-2, but the game is slowed to a crawl as runners get on base and each team works their defensive strategies. Ball high. Pitcher having a hard time finding the strike zone.
Right here, baby. Finish up. Hey, deep breath. One strike.
Ball outside. Swing and a miss. So for JP, so our promising inning of runners at first and second and nobody out has turned into 2 out, a runner at first. Stepping to the plate is number 99, Landon Saran.
Hey, finish up. Finish up.
Center field to in the Roos the inning. So no run score. 2.
handsome gentlemen and all the lovely ladies out there. This is the 5th inning of Kangaroo Court Roos baseball. So now pitching for Kangaroo Court Roos is Ethan Futch, as Reese turned in 4 innings of 2-run baseball. The Roos are winning 4-2. So number 2, Ethan Futch pitching to the Prussock, number 16, up to the plate. And Ethan, not an over-the-top pitcher, more of a real sidearm guy. But that's a ball there as it wrapped around. And that's a strike there. It's kind of nice to change the arm level after a guy throwing over the top. You got a guy like Ethan, the ball's going to two-seam and sink. So that's good to change eye level, and that's strike 2, as it's now 2-2.
Come on, Pax, you got 2, baby. Forget it. Hey, have fun. Pax, wrong hand.
To all the fathers out there, I just want to say Happy Father's Day. And
Good, Pax.
so I might, if Ethan pitches the next inning, it might just be me for the rest of this game. So the Roos are winning 4-2 right now. Everybody on the team has been on base this game. That ball eats up Reese there, and that will be an error.
I know what you're doing right here.
There's a run on base here. Number 34 up. Let's see if we can turn 2. Starting pitcher number 13, Mihan, is on deck, but number 34, Bray, up to the plate right here. This is the top of the 5th, so after this, we only need one. We only need to hold him one more time. Time probably gonna run out soon. Let's see what. So there'll be a courtesy runner on for the catcher. Hopefully we can turn 2 right here. That's a foul ball. As you can tell, I'm talking soft because my throat hurts, so it kind of hurts to raise my voice. So I'll be talking like this for the rest of the time.
Deep breath, driving somewhere, son. Let's go.
Go, go, go. It's ready.
And he gets a That's number 1, and now number 13, Mihan, the pitcher, is up.
Come on, Jackson. Jackson, put it somewhere. Put it somewhere. Find a hole, Jackson.
I would like to see a double play here and end this inning. So even if we don't score any runs, we just have to hold them in the 6th inning. I'm going to go see how hard Ethan is throwing. one came in at 54 miles per hour. Let's see if we can get him out right here. The runner might be in action. We'll see. Throwing 54 into the best speed we've seen all day, but it'll do since he's getting the outs. Huh?
Too far away with the mic.
Right here is good.
Come on, Ethan! Come on, Touchy!
Ball 9, guys. Ball 9. Got him.
And that will be out number 3. See you guys next half inning. Welcome back, folks. Up now is 35, Ricky Stegbauer, then Connor Bly, and then Austin Meisner. So same pitcher in for the Rankin Rippers. So we're going back to the classics, the old walk-up songs. See if it brings us any luck, because Lady Luck was on the Ripper side last game. Now she's on our side. Now, let's see if Ricky can hit. He takes that one for a ball. It's now 2-0. And that's a called strike. At the shoe tops, off the stripe of their socks, and low, well, low and outside. Let's see if Ricky can get a hit here. And that one, wow, that one just came and smacked him in his, I just hit him in the helmet. I'm pretty sure that hit him in the C-flap. And that is why most of the people on this team wear C-flaps. Well, everybody except JP and Roos, pretty sure, and Brady and Dylan. Runner on base for Connor Bly. Let's see if he can get something going here. A bunt, and that one down the first baseline. Not the best bunt, but now it's Austin Meisner. One out with the runner on second base. Austin Meisner up. Let's see if 2-2 can get a hit.
Hey man, you're in the game. Let's do this.
So there's a runner on second base and Austin Meisner up. Wait, how many outs are there? I'm pretty sure that's, wait, okay, so there's, okay, now there's 2 outs.
Hey, way to go, Rippers!
Austin hits the ball hard towards the shortstop. Ricky not supposed to run. Mom! Wrong walk-up song. Super weight on the fastball there. And Austin Meisner steals the base, and that's the second of the day. Reese up with a strike on his count. Let's see if he can get a run here. There's 2 outs after Ricky ran into an out. That ball drops in front of the left fielder. Austin chugging loudly, and he's in there, and Reese is in the double. Now 5-2, Roos. The boys are waking up this game, and the Rippers are falling asleep. While Reese just doing perfect job pitching. Let's see what Brady Marshall can do. Dylan Knight on deck. He takes the ball there, and they try and backpack Reese a second, but not even close. And the count's 1-0 with 2 outs.
I got a picture of the park.
Yeah. So Brady Marshall up, and there's a ball on the count, and there's a runner on second base. And he smokes that one, and that's going to score another run as Reese is chugging along, and that's a run. As Brady picks up another hit, very hot this tournament. Now Dylan Knight up. He hit a ball off the end of the bat his last at bat.
Runner.
Alright,
as there will be a courtesy runner for Brady Marshall, and Dylan Knight number 3 will be up. Now it's 6-2 Roos with 2 outs.
All right, Dylan. Two outs. Come on, Dylan. Come on, Dylan. You got this.
That's a fastball in there for a strike.
All right, come on, Dylan. Let's go, Dylan. Come on, baby. Let's move, Ricky. Come on, we're going to move him.
And that's strike 2
Come on,
call.
Dylan. It's swing that ball.
0-2 count with 2 outs.
Come on, baby. Let's go, go, go. Let's swing that ball.
Hit the ball hard. Let's go.
Come on, Dylan. You got this.
That's a ball bounce to the second baseman.
Nice
That
job.
would be an error, but Ricky will be tagged out at third. Again. Same time in 2 innings. This is the last inning. If the Roos can hold the Rankin Rippers to no runs, well, they could give up 3 runs and still win, though, but that will not happen. The Roos will still win. 6-2, leading the Roos. The Roos are leading. Ethan Futch still on the mound. Let's see if he can end this game here.
Play some defense. Come on, Ethan. Let's go, Fetchy.
The leadoff hitter, number 1, up to the plate. His third at bat in this one, as that one's hit foul, and this game turning out to be a Roos wake-up game, and they got out of their bunk beds in the last 2 days, and it looks like this is going to be a dub for the Roos. 6. This is the top of the 6.
Oh my gosh. Dad's gonna lose it. Stop, Rick. I thought he was gonna go out on the. I thought he was gonna go out on the field.
Come on, guys.
You better move from me. All right, boys, let's go. Let's do this, Roos. Get ready.
And that's in for a hit, and Ricky airmails the throw. Coach Rick out on the field, but came back in. So, number 2 hitter up. And let's see if we can turn 2 and end this game. Good throw, but leadoff hitter outruns him. Okay, 0-1 count and no outs. Runner on second and number 2 hitter up. This is Big Davis. Let's see if we can get the out here. That's a ball. Just missed. This could turn out to be a close game. As there's runner in scoring position. That's a strike. It's 1 and 2 count. Let's see if Ethan can strike him out or get the out. Ooh, that one was high, and that ball was high, and the batter did not go. He was tempted to, but the urge did not come 100%. That's a foul ball, and it's still 2-2 count. Runners on first and third, and that guy is crazy fast. He might steal, and number 3 hitter, number 2, Bizet. Let's see if we can turn 2 right here. This game is the deciding game. Well, it's not the deciding game because if we win, then we move on to the third game. But if Rankin wins, then the championship series is over. But we will win this game, and I know for sure that's positive. And let's just get the outs here and move on to the next and win. Ba, 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 ba. Foul ball, and the count, I'm not really sure. Well, actually, I'm 1-1, 1-1, or 1-2. Let's see if Ethan can end this at bat. And that's a ball. And it's 2-1. That's all blasted. He took too many steps. He throw that one to third, so they couldn't double him. But that is as Austin just cut the line drive and almost doubled him up, but it's not meant to be. And there is one out here with runners on second and third. The 4-hole hitter up, Yoder. See if Ethan can get 2 more outs here. That's a strike called on the lone outside corner. Ethan not the high 60s guy, but he can still chuck it. Sidearm, his balls are gonna tail and sink, so it's harder for hitters to pick it up. And if it's when the ball's sinking, they're gonna chop it into the ground more, and that's a strike called. And so now it's 0-2. That's strike 3. And that's strike 3. 2 gone now, and we need one more out. This is the number 5 hitter up. Let's see if we can win this game. This turning out to be interesting this inning. 2 outs now, runners on first and second. That one just missed for a ball. 1-0 count. The Roos haven't actually activated their bats yet, but we will next game, and we'll win this championship. This will be strike caught on the outside corner, as the Rippers down to their last 2 strikes. That's a ball. The curveball missing up high. Well, let's see if Ethan can get us out of this inning without allowing a run and move us on to the next championship game. So 2-1 count, and that'll be strike 2 swinging. 2-2 count, and this could be is the last strike for the Rankin Rippers. Now let's see if Ethan can get the close on this game, and he doesn't chase that one, and so that means 3-2 count. And let's see if Ethan can do some good. He chops it to Ethan, who will get it and throw it, and this game's over. See you guys in the next championship game.